Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Well, for the very first time, we have like a studio audience with us here at Hy-Vee Today. And I wonder if Betsy turns her camera around, will she be able to capture everybody that's behind the scenes right now, getting ready for our guests. Yes, you're not safe. Rita's on for the first time. Yes, you can't even hide by the bottles of wine and chocolate, Rita. Yeah, we got you. There's a lot of people here. Whoa, that was kind of trippy. If you would have came all the way around and I would have seen myself, I might have passed out. All right, we got everybody. Although I think we did have one. I'll get you, don't worry. Yeah. We won't swing the cameras back around, I promise. Welcome to Monday, the 14th of May, the day after Mother's Day. Did everybody have a good Mother's Day? All the moms that are here. Okay, excellent. Did anybody forget about Mom? No? You can't forget Mom. My wife is pregnant right now, and you think about the miracle that is carrying a child inside your body. How could you forget about that person that did that for you? I don't think that there's a, hey, I forgot about Mother's Day card, but if there is, you should fill it with money or gift certificates or something. I hope that you didn't. Today is also National Eat What You Want Day, so I'll be partaking in that. That's a win, and that's real. Like, I looked that up. May 14th is National Eat What You Want Day, and it's also Chicken Dance Day. So Betsy, who you can't ever really see, who's behind the other camera, always dance. Yep, she's doing chicken dance right now. So she was flossing this morning. She's our resident dancer. So, and the other thing I want to tell you, and this won't really matter if you're watching us tonight on MPW Channel 5 at 7:30 or 10:30, we do have a chance for more severe weather on the way today. That storm system yesterday, we just sort of heard it, and then it went south. And I'm okay with that. But wasn't that weird? Like, you just hear that thing building, and then it just sailed past Muscatine. And the other thing I'll say is the river is flooding, y'all. So I don't know if you've been downtown to check it out, but my kids wanted to get out and walk around, so we did that yesterday for a little bit, and yeah, a lot of water. And I know that it happened. Like, I posted a picture on my Facebook page and had a couple people that were like, yeah, that happens all the time. And I'm like, I know that it does. We were just down there, and I took one of those panoramic shots. So, you know, I understand that it floods, and it's something that just happens, but there's so many sticks and pieces of tree and debris, and I don't want that job to clean it all up. So all that being said, we're going to have a great week here on the show. We have a lot of good guests to come. Our first two are in the hot seat, Emily Bunn and Jenny Pates with Riding for Success. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Hello.
Hello.
How we doing?
Good.
Good. Are you nervous to be here?
No, not really.
Okay, because I'm freaking out. I've known about your program for a while. I have my brother-in-law has severe autism. I don't think that he's participated in the riding, but I do feel like he's been around the horses, perhaps. Mm-hmm. So, Riding for Success has been around for how long now?
3 years.
Wow, it feels like it's been around longer than that.
I know, but this is our 3rd year, and we're gaining clients all the time, and
sure.
So it's going well.
Okay, so the obvious question for folks that don't know, Riding for Success is therapeutic horseback riding for a variety of
clients with
folks.
Emotional, physical, and cognitive disabilities. So it is pretty wide range on the different disabilities that we try to address.
And what would you say are some of the benefits? Certainly there's a lot of benefits that come along with that.
Well, we've had the school system come on board, and Emily teaches on Wednesday mornings with them. And a lot of the kids they get behavior, cognitive,
sure.
And at school things are challenging for them. Mm-hmm. Listening sometimes, and behavior. And I know the teachers have commented on they just can't believe the change in the kids when they get on those horses, because they know they need to be respectful. They won't be riding unless they can listen to the directions. And we've had some kids that we've heard some stories on that they're just like, really? Because they just are wonderful around the horses. And then, so that's more the cognitive and the emotional.
Sure.
And, well, we had a little rider that was blind, right?
Yeah.
Two blind.
Goodness.
Yeah. And then
deaf and blind.
Yep. And then we have ones with physical.
Sure.
So we work on, stretching their muscles down And all of it deals with communication with the horse and the volunteers too.
Emily, it seems that when you get, even when I'm around horses, even though I'm a large person, you're all of a sudden like, whoa, this is a humongous animal. It's almost humbling. Like, I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, but it's humbling and you don't feel like you're necessarily in control. True. Especially in that first meeting. So that's got to be kind of how some of the kids feel, right?
Oh, they just jump right on.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah.
They're not even scared?
Yeah, there's some that they'll be climbing on the horse before I can even show them how to get on.
Wow.
It's pretty funny. But
some of our older clients.
The older ones are a little more apprehensive.
So the kids that are what's that word? Inhibit, and I can't even think it. It's Monday. Inhibited. There we go. Today's secret word is inhibited. So that is the thing about kids, right? They're just like, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
But like as a 34-year-old, I see a horse and I'm like, that's cool. Don't kick me, or I know that they're intelligent, and I think that's probably what surprises a lot of folks, isn't it? How intelligent the horses are.
Yeah,
because you almost have to sort of develop.
They can
bond,
be.
Right?
They all vary. Yeah, they.
Well,
vary.
Riding for Success, they got very smart horses.
Yes, we
right?
do. Yes, we do.
Very true.
But tell them about the sidewalkers and the horse leaders, though, because that's the big thing. Our volunteers.
Okay, and you do have some volunteers here.
Yes, we do. Okay. They are here. We usually have one leader for the horse and then 2 sidewalkers, one on each side. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And they also form really good relationships with the kids, and that really helps for us as teachers, because when we're trying to help all 4 of them, the volunteers can help as well.
How many horses are in the program?
We have 4 horses right now.
Okay.
We do rotate them in and out because they get, bored,
Sure.
and so we have some that go home for a while and get turned out. And we have 4 stalls that we rent at the Muscatine Agricultural Learning Center. And then we get to use their heated indoor arena during the winter.
Fantastic.
And, otherwise we wouldn't be able to hold the program year-round like we do. We did find out the first year that it was so hot in the summer that we were on break now. We found out it was easier for us to go during the winter months and then take a break during the summer.
And follow, the school schedule too.
Oh, so you're okay. That makes total sense though, right? Because and I don't know how much you can disclose certainly, but how many students are in the Riding for Success program? I mean, does it vary? Do you have folks that were kids that were there consistently?
18.
Yeah, we had 18 with the school system, but then we had 3 nights of other clients as well.
So the school was weekly throughout the year, or just in those winter months? Like, what would you define? Is it like October to
from August to April?
Yep.
Right?
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes.
So what would you say is the most rewarding part? I mean, if you looked at a child from when they started in August, even this year, to where they ended up in April, what's some of the rewarding parts of the job?
I would say just watching as the kids come in from the first session to watching them just go through the whole pattern by themselves at the end of it after just 6 short weeks. It's amazing how quick they can pick it up and how excited they are to see themselves accomplish that as well.
Some of them don't communicate, the first couple weeks. They have kind of a look on their face and then by the end they're smiling. And some of them we work up to independent riders where we have the leader and the sidewalker close, but they're actually guiding the horse through the patterns, and so they've listened that well and accomplished that much.
It's got to be such a great tool to teach responsibility for especially the younger kids. I mean, that can be something that's challenging to instill in kids. But once you get them, understanding that they're going to be, whether they're riding by themselves or someone's walking them, they're still on top of a giant animal. And they know that even if they don't know right away, they understand that they have to be calm, right?
Yes,
I mean, because
they do. It is, yeah. It's crazy to see how ecstatic and running all over the place they are when they walk in the door. And then once they're on the horse, they calm down a lot.
We're thinking of one little girl that the volunteers almost have to tackle when she comes in the barn.
Oh, she's so excited about that, right?
Yeah, she can get the speed up going down the hallway. And then, then she knows she has to quiet down when she gets on the horse. So 3
years ago, was it just an idea to put this
Krista
together?
Fowler
and
myself, we both were retired teachers, We both liked horses. We both had our teaching background, so it fit.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
And then I just came along for the ride.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Pun intended. So on the website, and we had the website pulled up, you certainly have had good support from different businesses in the communities. Obviously, you have volunteers that help out here with you today. But for folks that are going to see this, are there things that you need for the program? I mean, is it monetary
We're finding
donations?
out, we're finding out a lot of the clients need scholarships.
Okay.
You know, if they pay up front, it's $180 for a 6-week session
Sure.
of 6 1-hour lessons, you know. And we do have a lot of using their insurance, you know, and so.
You can use your insurance?
There's
Really?
some of them that are diagnosed.
Oh,
you know,
gotcha,
they
sure.
have their consumer choice option.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
that they can use in a broker and all that.
Wow.
Very, you know how that very confusing. A lot of work for them.
Yeah.
You know, to come on board with that. But we're finding out a lot of them that, especially they ride with us through the school, and then they'd like to ride with us on their own. You know, a scholarship is a big help.
So, okay, yeah. So certainly getting involved. And what's the best way? Is it to go to the website to contact you?
Go to the website. We are a nonprofit.
Okay.
We have our account with the Community Foundation of Greater
Sure.
Muscatine.
Okay.
And so that would directly go into that account, and they would acknowledge you, you know, as a donation.
Now, what
So-
about volunteers? Are you at a place where you have
We
enough volunteers?
always need volunteers. Yes, yes. In fact, this group, most of them were there this morning cleaning stalls and with us this morning
Wow.
at
Yes.
6:30. It takes a lot of work daily, even if you're not teaching that day.
Sure.
The horses need to get out and be exercised. Their stalls need to be clean. Chores need to be done. And then when we have 4 riders in a class, 3 people per horse.
That's a
I mean,
lot.
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, big
Right.
group.
That is
Yeah.
a large group. Do the horses all have names? I'm assuming they do.
Oh, yes.
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 And those names are.
Right
We can't.
now.
We have to tell them, right?
Okay,
I mean,
right
you know.
now we have Blue and Cheyenne and Shoney and New Man and
I'm sorry, New Man.
yeah, the gal that owns them got a divorce, and then she went out and bought a horse, and she named it New Man.
All right.
It took me a while.
We stick to Newman.
Yeah.
Newman is way better.
Yeah, yeah.
From Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Newman.
Yeah.
Or the whole divorce story.
Yeah.
Which is
You're
fine.
gonna have to go with this name.
Yeah. Some
And then
people
we-
buy a car, other people buy a horse. Right?
Then we rotate horses in and out. Crystal has a couple horses
Yeah.
she brings in. We have Prancer that we use for independent riding.
Sure.
So, you know, we have a few that we rotate in and out. And we're always looking for really well broke ones, bomb-proof ones now.
Okay,
you know,
that's
too.
interesting. So you would even take on if someone wanted to donate their horse?
We
Is that the
found
right way
out,
to
yeah.
say it?
Well, what they do is they loan them to us.
Loan,
That works out
okay,
a lot
that
better.
sounds better, yeah.
And yeah, because now they can go home. The horses can go home during the summer and be turned
Gotcha,
out and have
sure.
a break too.
Just
Yeah.
like the
And,
kids in school.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're literally following along with that schedule.
Yeah.
Yep.
So have you had, and I'm assuming the answer is yes, but I'll still ask it, have you had kids, clients that have been in the program all 3 years now?
Oh yes, yeah. In fact, one little girl is helping us with chores now. She comes over and rides on her own time a little more.
Yeah.
We've had one little boy that just went through 2 6-week sessions, and he wants to volunteer. And he's not quite old enough, you know, to
Sure.
be a sidewalker or a leader, but he wants to, you know. And he comes in early during his lesson night and helps with chores. So.
And you said the lessons are 1 hour long, right? Okay.
Yep.
So walk me through that first lesson with Riding for Success. If I showed up with
You're
a
up.
client, or what would you're up, Jenny says. So what would I expect if, you know, or if someone that's watching this, if they got involved, what could they expect that first night?
Well, as far as the volunteers, we have a volunteer training day usually, so they're pretty acclimated to what we need to do. But then when the riders come, we have to get them fitted for their helmets and their belts, and let them introduce to their horses and just make sure everything fits, all those saddles and stirrups and
Sure.
all that fun stuff. So, and then just jump right in. And usually they're learning how to turn by the end of the first hour.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So obviously, and there's a great picture that we've been looking at pictures on your Facebook page.
That's blue.
That's blue. Not the shirt, the horse. The
Yep.
horse is blue. The helmets are important, obviously.
Yeah.
Safety, right? So in each lesson, I'm assuming, like you mentioned, Jenny, you have excited clients that just kind of want to jump on, but they have to understand that they need to be. Is she? Wow. Both
and
arms.
that's
Is that working on
Cindy
balance?
Derrick's on there right now.
Okay.
She coordinates all our volunteers.
Yeah.
And now she's instructing also. So we are very fortunate to have 4 instructors.
That's incredible.
And some programs are really struggling right now because they don't have certified instructors. So we're very fortunate.
The client or student that's on that horse has both arms out. I mean, is that a balance technique, or is that
Yeah,
just...
we usually, once we get all the riders up and going, then we do exercises.
Okay.
And they drop their reins, the horse leader has the horse, and they do all types of exercises, touching their helmet, turning. We work on parts of the horse and all that kind of stuff.
So you have no plans of slowing down, obviously, because it's such a great program. And
We
you
hope
wanna
to
be-
keep going, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like it's helped so many, especially the younger kids that, when you get diagnosed with something at whatever age, I mean, whether they're aware or not, certainly it can be a stress or a strain on the parents. And finding resources. Muscatine has a lot of things, but I think your program is just so great because it's so unique.
We're fortunate in Muscatine, too, to have the supportive industries. Muscatine Charities,
Sure.
they support us every year. Jay and Kathy Huff, they pay for all our horse board for a year. When we first started, Monsanto, Han, those guys, really stepped up and helped us get the first initial, investment, for equipment and everything. We're adding in equipment all the time. We're finding we're getting more challenging physical little riders.
Okay.
That we need different saddles and cushions and things like that for them. So, so we're adding in different equipment all the time also.
Well, they definitely want you to succeed, and I think that's why
Yes.
you get the
Yeah.
support from the
Yeah.
industry. And I think for some people, they don't. Sometimes it's hard to understand, like, why would big companies want to, outside of just doing the right thing, which certainly is, but they want you to have success so that you can keep the program going for a long time because they know that it's going to benefit the clients so much. I mean, that's so they can see that. And for some people, they think like, well, what's the angle? And there's not an angle. A lot of times people they're just good people.
Yep.
Yeah.
A
They
lot of
just wanna
times
help
at the
out.
beginning there when we were out raising money with the industries, then they
Sure.
would pass the word on to their employees. And so a
Right.
lot of the employees found out about the program through their donation too.
How long did you teach for, Jenny?
29 years.
Wow.
Yes, and Crystal was about the same too.
All in Muscatine?
I was, 5th grade. Yeah.
Whoa, fun grade, huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Crystal was 5th grade at Washington, and then she
Okay.
went over into Illinois for a while for a principal job. So.
Did you ever give out any detentions on field trips? Because when I was in 5th grade, I managed to get a detention on a field trip. I didn't know if that ever happened or if that was like a world record.
Yes, I kind of liked doing field trips. I
Yeah.
was kind of known for that. And
That's good.
so basically they knew if they didn't behave in the classroom, they didn't go. So
Oh,
maybe
so-
you should have been left behind to begin with.
I don't feel like that's the right approach. We were also at...
I take the ones that, really listen
Yeah.
and like to have a good time.
Well,
so.
can I just tell you where we were at least?
Okay.
So I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, and we went to this place called like the Robert Crown Institute, where you learned about the birds and the bees.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't say what was said that made me giggle, but there was a word. Like if you, I don't even want to like break it down because it'll make me laugh. But there was a word that was said, and I couldn't stop laughing. And my teacher, whose first name was Madonna, which I always thought was amusing as well, she did one of these moves to me.
Yep.
And then I was like, what's going on? And then she just had the detention all, like she had the pad with her. Like she was ready. But I thought like, did you hear what word they just said? And yeah, so I got a detention.
Well, we
on
get
a
some
field trip.
interesting questions about our horses
Oh,
sometimes
yes.
too. Yes, yeah.
I will not ask any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
luckily,
Okay,
Fred
right.
had to handle that one. So yeah.
So, so Emily, do you do the Riding for Success full time, or do you teach? Do you teach?
No, I'm a hairstylist.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's super cool. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So, do you ever style the horses' manes?
Yeah, I braid them all the time.
No, you don't. For
yes,
real?
it's fun.
Wow.
We have
That's
to
cool.
for horse shows too. We show also.
Oh, where are you a hairstylist at?
Bar.
Yeah, you might as well plug bar. Right?
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Okay, yeah, so that's great. For the shows.
Cindy Derricks just came in. She's our other instructor.
Hi.
And she
There's so many
coordinates all
people.
the volunteers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betsy, get him again. Get him again. Do it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look at all these people
Oh, look
that are
at
in
they
the
were
crowd.
relaxing for a
Gotcha!
moment.
Yeah! Keep going, keep going, keep going, Betsy. Get them all, 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 get them all. Got them. Now come back. There we go. Yes. Oh, slow down, slow down. I'm getting motion sickness. Boy, I get vertigo when she does that. Did you get vertigo?
No.
I've been doing this show since February. You think I'd be used to that by now? Okay, so let's plug the website, and it seems like you're going to be gearing up for August when you restart. So at this point, people can go to the website. They can reach out. Can they sign up now? Do they need to reserve a space? Is space
it would
limited?
be very good if they contact us now.
Okay.
You know, and they can contact us through the website, and then we can get them started on all the paperwork and get their
Sure.
name, you know. And if they're doing the insurance thing, get that started. That takes forever, so yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine if they made it easier for folks with disabilities to
I know,
get services?
I know, yep.
Why does that continue to get harder? I don't
know.
understand.
I don't know. And they just get it figured out, then they change it or something.
Yeah.
But then, too, we can kind of gear our scholarships on how
Sure.
many people need scholarships.
Yep.
And I know we just got a grant through the Community Foundation.
Okay.
We're gearing some of that towards scholarships.
Cool.
And, yep.
So $180 for 6 weeks is what the cost would be if no scholarships, no insurance.
Correct.
Yep.
Which is fair. I mean, I think for what your child, or is it all kids or is it
Oh, no. We're
all ages?
from...
I keep saying kids, but I don't want to
Yeah,
make
no,
it sound like
because
it's
we're
just
3. Our youngest has been 3.
Okay.
And then we go up to 60.
3 to 6, 34. I could do it.
Yep, yes, you could.
You got
Yeah.
a big horse? Do you
Well-
have Clydesdale?
New man.
New man's big?
man, yeah.
New man. So not only is New Man, not only did she invest in a horse, she bought a big horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Newman, all right, that's good to know. So from 3 to 60, riding for success. Let's pull up the website one more time, guys, if you don't mind, just because I want everybody to see this. What a cool thing for sure. And I think, you know, whether it was born out of just a conversation or the fact that you not only talked about it, but followed through. It takes a lot of work, and you certainly could, by all means, have just enjoyed retirement. You deserve it after all those years in the classroom, but you
There's
thought,
days,
I'll be
yes,
busy
yeah.
still.
Yeah. Yeah, if we didn't have so many people that helped with the chores and helped,
Sure.
and we're able to divide up the work between, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the 4 instructors, it would be very overwhelming.
And I have to imagine that when you're in that window of August to April, it's busy, you know, on top of
Very
everything
busy.
else you have going on with work or family coming, you know, together with Riding for Success. There's a lot to it, and that's where you need all these wonderful volunteers that have graced us with their presence this morning. And I'm trying to keep stretching this out because I know they all want to eat breakfast.
Yeah,
We're going to make
yeah.
them work for it. Although we did kind of put them
wait.
on the spot. They didn't think that they would be seen this morning. Well, I think it's fantastic. So in addition to the website, social media, Facebook, do we have an Instagram yet?
Nope, not there.
Okay.
Not there
You know what?
yet.
I think Blue the horse needs
His own.
His own.
He's very photogenic. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, he is.
Again, I think the intelligence of the animals would surprise a lot of people, right? Which horse is that right there? Is that a pony?
Marigold.
Marigold.
That's
Okay.
one of Crystal's
Crystal's.
mini
Yeah.
horses.
Mini horses.
She brings them
Okay.
in like for our fall
So I should
party.
not go on Marigold.
No.
No. I might weigh more than Marigold.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that, Jenny. Like, yeah. And I don't feel like I might not.
Miracle, you can drive her though. She pulls a
I'm
cart.
sorry? She
She
what?
pulls a cart.
A cart? That
Yep.
little horse pulls a cart?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Crystal brings her in,
Okay.
and they take
Cruise
kids for
around,
rides around
yeah.
for the party. Yeah.
Do you ever take 34-year-old guys around for a ride?
Good.
Seriously, you could? Okay. I'm going to show up one day. Hey, there was Dick Vetter. I know
Yeah.
Dick.
Oh yes.
Who doesn't know Dick Vetter, right?
Sunnybrook came out for a field trip.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
want to
it's
come
super
back
cool.
the day that
And then
they
the
were
hearing
coming.
impaired.
Oh yeah. Then we had a hearing impaired class,
class.
from Jefferson came out for a field
So
trip.
cool. Yeah, so again, obviously with the riding program, but bringing in field trips and visitors, you're open to that as well.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think what's going to happen is that people are going to see this and they're going to want to reach out to get, you know, somebody that they know signed up, or I hope you get some volunteers out of this, but then also just that curiosity of can I stop by when things kick
Yeah.
off? When in August? I guess the last couple questions. When in August do you start, and then which day of the week Or how many days a week
We'll
are you
start
going?
bringing the horses in the first part of August,
Okay.
Especially if we have some new ones we're going to try out. And then we usually start about the 3rd week in August.
Okay.
And right now we teach Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays.
Wow.
And we did have some Thursday there overflow, so we'll just see how many clients sign up.
Good.
But it's usually like 4 to 6 in there, in the evenings.
Sure.
And then school comes out Wednesday morning.
Excellent. And what time is it on Wednesday? Like
9.
9 a.m.?
Yep, 9
Yep,
to 11.
2 hours.
How many
yeah.
kids come with the school program?
The 18. They're in half-hour segments.
Oh,
so we
gotcha,
do
okay.
4 for each half hour. So
It's fabulous.
it's very efficient.
Yeah. No, it
Tammy,
seems like you
Tammy
got-
Alice helped coordinate that with the special ed department. And so you rotate the different schools and departments through.
Well, and again, having the connections from being in the classroom for all those years, you
Yep.
have friends that you can lean on, right, to make this happen.
Yep.
Well, thank you for being here. Riding for Success is a cool program for sure, and I
Thank
think
you.
it's probably helped kids, especially the younger, and certainly for all ages, 3 to 60. But I guarantee you, those younger people, that whether it was their first year this past season or second or third, boy, they've probably just benefited in more ways than
Oh, yeah.
you may
Yeah.
even ever realize, right? I mean, all of those things, and you can see it on the website as far as how you know it's going to help, but it's just totally true. So I hope people, that if you're watching this, you check it out, consider getting involved, make a donation, or become a volunteer. I don't know how it would be. I mean, I could probably lead a horse. I'm sure I'd have to be taught how to do that.
Oh, we've
Right.
had volunteers that they had no horse experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And now they come do chores.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chores thing, I
can
don't
be
know how
taught.
good I would be at that, but always willing to
You'll
try.
be surprised how you just kind of get into it and
Yeah.
get started. Yeah.
Yeah. I could be like the chief manure sweeper.
Yep.
Yeah? Is that
Takes
a title?
everything. Hauling
Yeah.
hay. Yep.
That's good. Okay. Well, thank you both for being here.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Yeah,
It was
thanks for
fun.
coming
Nice
on.
to meet you.
Come back, or if you ever have any events that you want to talk about,
Oh, yeah.
we'd love to have you back on, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Sounds good.
Riding for Success. Go to their website and check it out. So our CBI Bank and Trust aisle camera this week is set up not that far behind us, and there's wine and bakery products in there, and you can kind of see our Italian department, which is good because Gary Mowell from our Italian department will be here in just a few minutes. So I want to dispatch Betsy. You want to grab the cart cam? Y'all are free to go get breakfast. Thank you. Look at your fans are waiting. They're like, come on, wrap it up. Hey, first round of applause. I would bow, but I don't want to be rude, okay? I'm just kidding. Thank you. Appreciate it. Save me some breakfast, will ya? All right. Let's... the look on Betsy's face. She's like, where am I going with this thing? Let's go kind of that way by the Italian department and then go towards the restaurant, if you will. Just a little stroll. We're waiting on my coworker Gary Mowell with the Italian department. He'll be here in about 4 minutes. He has to take a bunch of things out to our gas station, right? So when you get your fuel saver loaded up and then you take that over to Hy-Vee gas, you'll see that we have things like pizza and roller grill items. Hey, there he is, Gary. All right, this is working out well. Clip on a microphone. Betsy's just going on a stroll with our cart cam. At this moment, she's going past your little slice of heaven in the store, Italian. And well, this is good. I thought I was going to have to stall for a couple minutes, but you're here.
I took it out a couple minutes.
Okay. All right, so we'll check back in with Betsy in a few. But let's talk to Gary because he's here. First time on the program. How you doing, pal?
I'm good.
Good to see you. Okay, so I got several things written down, but the first thing I want to start with, Gary, is what would you say is the secret to a good pizza?
The secret to a good pizza, well, you start out with a nice, good crust.
It's all about the crust, isn't it?
Everything's about the crust.
Okay.
I mean, if you don't have a good crust, then it's not going to be a good pizza.
Right, because even if you have the best ingredients or toppings, if the crust isn't there to literally support everything,
Yes.
or if it's not good,
Yeah.
you know that my favorite is the Toscano,
Yeah.
clearly.
And that's a good cracker crust pizza.
Oh,
I
so
mean,
great.
crispy, good.
Yes.
You have to put the right amount of ingredients on it.
Okay.
some people think, oh God, I just got to load this thing up with as much
Right.
cheese as I can.
Right.
That crust is not going to be able to breathe. That crust is not going to be able to cook up properly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be soggy.
Oh, see, and that's that. When it comes to pizza, like, yeah, it can look great, but if you lift it up and it all just starts to
Yes.
fall apart, and maybe that's what I like about that Toscano crust is that it usually is so crispy that it can support everything that it's got going on top.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, is that? I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm biased because I work here, but
Yeah.
I've had that enough to where that's like my favorite, man.
Yeah. I like it real well too.
And it's not that. I mean, it's relatively new, wouldn't you say? Or has it been a couple of years at this point?
4 or 5 years old.
Okay.
I mean,
So you're dealing with a lot of different pizza. I'll tell you what you had last week. Hey, look at Betsy. She's over there, right by your. She's great. Look at that. That's great timing. Now we're gonna make her pay for that, Gary. Don't worry.
that's okay.
Last week I was, being indecisive and working at Hy-Vee around lunchtime is a terrible combination. But I ended up getting some pizza because you had barbecue chicken. And
Yes.
what Steve has reminded me, as long as I've worked here, which is just since December, is that if I'm ever like in the mood or got a hankering for something, to just literally call down,
Yes.
and you guys will whip it up. So, and that goes the same for all of our customers,
Yeah,
right? Like if they're a barbecue chicken pizza fan like I am, or whatever crazy concoction, they can just call in.
Yes.
Okay, so that's it. It's really that simple. Have you had any strange requests recently?
Occasionally, I get a couple of people that
Yeah.
don't want sauce on it.
Whoa. Okay.
I mean, so we put this. We've got this butter garlic spread that we can put on there that we make our pinwheels with,
Oh, that sounds good.
because the pinwheels don't have sauce on them. They
Okay.
have this butter garlic stuff, which is great.
Yeah.
And then the either pepperoni or the cheese, then they're rolled and they're baked, and they're just wonderful.
That sounds fantastic. How hot does that oven get? Because you're able to turn out a pizza relatively quickly, right?
500 degrees.
Jeez. Yeah, that's warm. Betsy, bring those over here, or at least one of them. So the other thing that's popular, please, I should say please, not like, Betsy, bibbidi bobbidi, bring those pizzas over here. What surprises me is how many people will take pizzas home and make them themselves. So I don't know if it's because I'm lazy, but I would just assume have y'all do the work and grab it while it's hot for lunch. So this would be sort of the personal size.
That's personal size. That's we call our little pan pizzas.
I would call that an
they're in a pan.
appetizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't feed me either.
Right, I'm gonna say that, but it's okay.
I may be a little guy, but man, I can put the food away.
And then what about, what's this, a medium?
Yeah, this is a 12-inch pizza, and it's
Okay.
our medium. And this is the family size,
Jeez,
or
that
the
is-
16-inch.
That is a healthy sized pizza right there. Does it surprise you how many people take them home and want to bake them themselves?
No,
Okay.
I mean,
I guess for me it's just,
it's easier because then it's fresh, hot out of your oven at 425 degrees, and
yeah,
to take it home, cooked and whatever, it's going to cool down some, even in the warmest weather.
true. Okay, so do we have instructions on these boxes?
Yes.
I've literally never taken one home. I've certainly, oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to flip this right here. Betsy's going to get us right there. Boom. So the instructions are on the box. So if you burn it, it's not our fault because we've prepared you. We've set you up for success.
I mean, even if you take it home and you forget to look or whatever,
Yeah.
you call, we can tell you.
That's fantastic. All right. So how long have you been working at Hy-Vee?
Almost 20 years.
Fantastic. And you just recently kind of took back over the Italian Express, handling all the pizzas, the
Yes.
calzones.
I've been working in the food service business 40 years.
Wow. So you definitely have the experience for sure. I have yet to try a calzone here.
They're wonderful.
I knew it. But again, when I walk around, I'm looking for something for lunch, and you have dollar slices of pizza, and it's great. Like, what am I supposed to do? How can I try a calzone? Which calzone should I try? Let me back up a little bit.
Do you like meat?
Yes.
Then you want to try either a sausage or you want to try a pepperoni.
Okay.
But we have all kinds. I have sausage, pepperoni, Canadian bacon, just plain cheese, which
Yeah.
for the cheese lovers, those are great.
I think you got to have some type of. Have you ever done like a sausage and bacon calzone?
We can do anything you want.
Oh, good. I like the spirit of this. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the options are there for sure. The other day, you had like a meatball pizza. So.
Marinara meatball. Yeah, that's wonderful.
I'm telling you, even like if you're coming here for lunch, or maybe you haven't come to Hy-Vee for lunch, and you walk back and see Gary, whomever is there at that time, just take it all in for a second. Because sometimes it can be a lot to look down. You don't even know what you're looking at. You just got to ask questions.
And just ask, right? and I generally tell every customer that walks up, this is supreme, this is meat lovers,
right.
This is...
Right. Because you want them to know what's going on.
Yes.
Right? You want them to make a good, delicious decision. And I've made a lot of those recently.
Yes.
Now, what about a barbecue chicken Toscano pizza? What do you think about that idea?
We've made those.
You have?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the more popular ones is chicken bacon ranch.
Oh gosh.
It's ranch dressing.
So there's no sauce, or is there sauce? Or
it's ranch dressing.
Oh, ranch! Wow.
That seems like
messy.
You put on your...
Right? Yeah.
No, it's good.
Okay. I don't know if any of the pizzas are messy on purpose or if it's my fault, but in a white shirt, I'm definitely going to be super self-conscious. But that's, again, where I come in with that Toscano crust, where you have more, I don't know, durability. Just feels more sturdy. Like, I've never taken a bite of a Toscano pizza here at Hy-Vee and thought, like, oh, I'm going to be wearing it. You know? It hasn't happened. Knock on wood. I don't want today to be the day where I'm like, hey, Gary, remember this morning when I was talking about how I've had this Toscano and I had one and then I got it all over myself? Okay, so if you're wondering, folks at home, 563-264-2420. You just have to ask for
Italian Express.
That's it. You call in and then come up with some crazy concoctions, right? I mean, is there anything that you couldn't do foreseeable? You have all the ingredients.
Well, since we work in a grocery store, I can always get a can of something off the shelf.
Like if I said, Gary, I want a prime rib pizza.
I'd have to cook the prime rib first, and that might take a while.
Okay. But you are up for the challenge of
whatever
unique
you want.
Combinations.
It's whatever you want.
Like a chicken bacon, double bacon ranch.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I used to know a guy that liked sauerkraut and green olive.
What?
I thought that was... that's probably the weirdest pizza order I've ever had.
That was all he would get on it?
That's all. He had cheese and sauce too, but
sauerkraut. I love green olives, but sauerkraut and green olives?
Yes. He wasn't a meat person.
I was gonna say you could probably smell his breath from a mile away.
Yes.
But that's good stuff. All right. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
How often, by the way, are you doing these take-home pizzas? All the time? Or
they're out there every day.
Okay. And it's a lot of work because obviously you got to keep up with the stuff that's hot and set to go, and then everything that's in your case.
Yeah.
So.
And then we also have spaghetti and lasagna and.
Yeah, we didn't even mention that.
And a bunch of pastas over there too, right across from Chinese.
So so not just pizza, the pastas, and it's probably because I haven't tried any of the pastas because the pizza's so good. I know I need to be a better customer, don't I? I need to be brave.
Should just call down and say, Gary, fix me something and surprise me.
That would be the best. Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm just like, I don't even care. Just whip it up. All right. Well, thank you for being here.
Okay.
You certainly have a lot going on. And I also want to mention the giant cookies because those are fun.
Yes.
If you love pizza and you love a cookie that looks like pizza, you have those.
We have those in there too.
Oh, my gosh. And they are wonderful. One day, it was a couple months ago or however long ago it was, somebody was sampling that. And I'd never tried it. So, of course, I had to. And it was warm. Game over.
Yep.
Warm chocolate chip cookie. Wow. If I would have had a glass of milk, I would have just quit. Yeah. I would have quit. All right. Thanks for being here, pal. I appreciate it.
Nice
to
see you
again. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah.
Okay, you too.
All right. So, listen, Betsy, let's take the car cam for a ride. Just because it's the right thing to do. Hold on. Let me unclip you, sir.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to tear that apart.
We'll keep you mic'd up all day. Let's go to your left. Let's go to your left, Betsy. Go on a little stroll and hit it. Oh, it's a Monday, everybody. As we're just taking a look, maybe cruise by Starbucks too, just because. Yeah, today's like one of the first mornings I did not stop at Starbucks because once I was making my way towards where we do the show, I could see all these people, and I was like, did I forget what was going on today? 'Cause we had quite the large crowd watching when Emily and Jenny were here, so that was cool. Yeah, Starbucks always sounds good, right? If you're having a slow Monday or any day of the week that ends in Y and you need to pick me up, right there, I'm telling you. And as the weather continues to get warmer outside, those refreshers and other drinks that they have are super good. That acai berry with lemonade, it'll change your life. It's really, really just delightful. So on the show the rest of the week, tomorrow we'll talk to Vicki Walters, who is with the Finders Market that's helping out with mental health awareness. We'll also have some students from MCC and the Spring Potter Fest that's coming up. We'll talk to them. Wednesday, Melanie Alexander and Chuck Swanson will be here discussing the Dick and Mary Jo Stanley event, which is this weekend featuring the Preservation Hall Jazz Band from New Orleans. You can see them for free. Now, this is a band that tours the world, and for the second time in the last 5 years will be in Muscatine, putting on a free show at Weed Park. You definitely, even if you're thinking like, Tony, I don't know if I like jazz, you will like the New Orleans, the Preservation Hall Jazz Band. I promise you that. They are unbelievably talented. So we'll talk about that. Thursday, Tabby Story, who is in the running for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society Woman of the Year. She's doing some fundraising, talking about, helping raise money for blood cancers, and those affect a lot of people. So we'll chat with Tabby. I'm looking forward to that. And then on Friday, Bob Howard, President and CEO of CBI Bank and Trust, will be here, along with one of our friends from Toyota of Muscatine. So that being said, thank you again to Jenny Pates and Emily Bunn. They were so much fun with Riding for Success. Please check out their program, too, by the way. They're doing a lot of good work. If you need a JOB, team staffing can put you to work. This is a look at the team staffing job board for Monday. Here you go. Katie has a part-time cashier opening. All you have to do is call her at 563-316-7639, or you can email careers@teamssi.com if you or someone you know needs a job. Here's another one. This is multiple openings for machine operators. So that's pretty cool. You can train on first, move to second shift. These are in Tipton, Iowa. Start at $11.60 per hour. Katie has that opening as well. Her number, once again, 563-316-7639. And last but not least, on the old team staffing job board, temporary assignment. So if you need some temp work, Marcy's got you $13.55 an hour. Wow. Get this one before it's gone. 563-316-7640. Check out Team Staffing's Facebook page. They're doing some pretty cool giveaways, and I know I've said that before, but you should really check it out. Hit that like button, and maybe you'll become a winner. I'll tell you what, you're already winning if they've helped get you a job, like the over 1,000 plus people that are working in this community. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so that's it. I think we're going to be done for today. I do hope you had a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day, a day late. I was proactive and, spent time with both my mom and my wife, who's the mother of my children. My mom moved to Muscatine almost a year ago, so it's pretty cool having her around for sure. And don't forget, today is National Eat What You Want Day, so you do you, boo-boo, whatever you want to have. So if I want to call down to Gary at Italian and say, hey, man, I want barbecue chicken, bacon, pizza on the Toscano crust because it's National Eat What You Want To Day. And then maybe you want to do a little chicken dance, I DJ a lot of weddings, and you'd be surprised how many couples are like, do not play the chicken dance. Don't do it. I've had it on my sheets of paper that I give them. I'm like, no chicken dance? Wait, no chicken dance. Okay. I'm doing a wedding this Saturday. Will it be on the do not play list? I'll find out. I don't mind it. The thing is, though, there's a couple different versions of the chicken dance. You want to make sure you get the right one, right? You don't want to play the wrong version of the chicken dance at a wedding. There's a quicker one that people are like, I don't know what to do. It's going too fast. So you got to get that mid-tempo. I don't want to be a chicken. I don't want to be a duck. So I shake my butt. Clap, 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 clap. Did you know that was the words? You did. Okay. Just making sure that everybody knew that out there. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, thanks again, Emily and Jenny. What a cool program, Riding for Success. Please check them out. I think what they're doing is making a huge difference. And yeah, and again, they got on the show. Emily's uncle Mike works here, but you know what? I'll take whatever we can do to get people on this show, right? So Mike mentioned Emily in this program. I was aware of it, but had I thought about reaching out? No. So when I say that we could use your suggestions, I totally mean it. So email hyveetoday@gmail.com. Reach out on Facebook. If we're friends, you and I are friends on Facebook, you can always send me a message, no matter if it's a fundraiser, an event coming up, or just a program that you want to create awareness about. We can definitely help you do just that. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow with Vicki Walters. In the meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your day or good night. Want to give a shout out to my friend Michael, who works here at the store part-time, watches us every weeknight at 10:30 right after the news. And I like when I see Michael here. He's always in a good mood. So Michael, if you're watching this, go to bed in like 30 seconds. All right, this is Tony Tone. Hy-Vee@gmail.com. I got nothing on my notes today, so I'm going to just crumble it up. And I would attempt to make it in that garbage over there, but I don't want to embarrass myself. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions? Comments? Know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email hyveetoday@gmail.com.